Hi, my name is LiviuCOM207. I'm working for BIR, and today's presentation will be about 2D vision. I'm going to explain what we have to do to have a program with the two part and the two vision. Robotics, basic, IR vision 2D. In order to have a program running with the vision, we need to set up the camera like a tool. We need to do a camera calibration tool, and after that vision process tool. All these steps is necessary to have a vision running program. Camera setup tool. In our application, we are going to use a 2D Sony XC50 camera. This one has a 480 by 512 pix in the iVision software. Lighting is very important and essential for vision system. The goal of the vision system lighting is to create optical contrast before the desired feature and the part that we don't want to see it. A user frame for calibration. We're going to use a grid at the application where we put the part and run the part to be the same user frame for calibration of the camera. This is the part one that I'm going to use in the vision system, and this one will be part two. Right now I'm going to use a gripper like a tool number 9. I'm going to set up the gripper and user frame application. To set up the gripper, we have to use a 3 points and 6 points method. It will be tool number 9. We're going for menu, setup, tool frame, and we're going to run for the first point. Point number 1, and another 2 points will be 90 degrees for each other. Shift and touch up for the first point. Now we're going to rotate around the X. This is the second point. There will be 90 degrees from the first one. Now we're going to run around the X, coming back to the first point. And we're going around the Y. This one will be the third point. All 3 points are used to define the length of the tool. And after this one, we're going back around the Y. We're going back to the first point, and this one will be also the point of the origin point for direction. Shift and touch up, register, and right now we're going to use a 6 point origin, X positive and Y positive. X positive, shift and touch up, moving back to the origin point, and now we're going to Go positive Y and register the point. The next step is to set up the application user frame. I'm going to choose today for user frame number 1, and I'm going to the first point, a corner, left backside corner of the point. I'm going to register that position. Today I'm going to use a 4-point method of the frame, user frame. And the next point will be X positive. Shift and register. I'm going back to the origin, and I'm going to run positive Y. Register this position, and the 4th point will be system origin. So for the system's origin, I'm going to choose the center of the big circle, where will be the grid 0 also. Shift, register, and the application, user frame, and the grid user frame calibration will be the same user frame number 1. The next step is to set up a vision process tool. I choose the file D3 for the first part. I'm going to camera calibration file, it's D2. Exposure time 50 millimeters a second. I have a GPM locator. I'm going to teach pattern. The red square has to be around the part that we're going to choose. Click OK. And we have to add a trim mask for the part that we don't want it, or is not important for our part to be seen. And set origin. I'm going to set origin in the center of the part. Click OK. We're going to save the part. Very important this time is to snap and find and set the reference position. Now I'm going to demonstrate how the camera is going to see two different parts. The same part 1, snap and find. It's going to give us a location for X, Y, and rotation because it's a 2D. I'm going to set it up save this one. And I'm going to set it up a second part. My second part teach pattern. We're going to do the same thing. The red square should be over entire part. We're going to do some trim, add a trim mask. Center origin, save it. Snap and find. And right now set reference position for the part number 2. For the part number 2, I'm going to put another 2 pieces in. Define the parts and also the XY location and rotation. Now I'm going to run the program with the 2 different parts, and the part number 1 will be back in the right side of the box, and part number 2 on the left side. I'm going to reset the alarms, holding the shift and forward. In the conclusion, today I run the program with a 2D vision camera with the robotics, where I use the gripper to pick it up part number 1 and 2, rendering, and put it in 2 different parts. Thank you very much.